Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to Wow Hall. How many of you, this is your first time you've ever been in this beautiful place? Well, welcome. We're excited to have you today, and we really hope you come back and see some other events here with the Santa Rosa Symphony or any of our youth ensembles in the future. That was from Beethoven's 8th Symphony. Beethoven actually wrote 9 symphonies, and it was 2 days ago, actually, was the premiere 200 years ago of the 9th Symphony. So this music is well-aged and well-preserved, and we like to continue to play it and share it with you, and they sounded wonderful on this music. Next, what we're gonna do is introduce you to the orchestra. What makes the orchestra what it is? There are 4 main sections. So we have the string players, we have the woodwind players, the brass players, and the percussion. And what we're gonna do is introduce each of them to you through a piece written by Mozart. So the string section, as you notice, they're the largest section of the orchestra. They all use a bow to play. The bow has like horsehairs on it, and they run it across the strings to make sounds. Violins get most of the melodies. Violas support that. Cellos and basses support it too, and sometimes they do their own little thing in the music to play. So we're going to introduce you to the string section. That's the string section. Next, we're going to introduce you to the woodwinds. Woodwinds, will you hold up your instruments? So most of these instruments use some kind of single reed, clarinets, hold your instruments up, or double reeds, like the oboes and the bassoons, where it's two reeds that are kind of bound together to create their sound. And then you're like, hey, Bobby, but the flutes don't have a reed. You're right. So the flutes used to be a instrument made of wood. We still have them, piccolos a lot of times. Sometimes some head joints are made of wood. But the flutes, I'll have you hold them up, they're made out of metal, but they're part of the woodwind family. I forgot to introduce you to the brass section. I'm so sorry. Brass players, hold up your instruments. Yeah, the tuba's big, huh? You can put a lot of candy in there. So, the trumpets are made, they can be rotor valves or what we call piston valves, and they're like the higher sounding instrument of the section. We also have the French horn over here, which is made of a lot of tubing, and the sound kind of comes out backwards in it. And then we have the trombone that has this really cool slide and 7 positions that moves around. And then the tuba can be made of piston valves or rotor valves. It's the lowest sounding instrument. It plays a lot of the bass lines in the group. So this will be the woodwinds, both, and the brass. Next up, the percussion section. Percussion section, wave your arms. Percussionists get to play all these cool instruments, and they're always a soloist on the ensemble. We usually don't have like 2 tambourine players in orchestra or 2 snare drum players. There are some maybe occasions that we do that. But percussionists spend their whole life learning how to hit things and scratch things and scrape things and make really cool sounds with their instruments. So we're going to demonstrate a little bit of the percussion section for you. What you're going to hear here is the timpani, which is also known as the kettle drums. It's actually a pitched instrument where the pedal can be moved to change pitches in the song. And then the snare drum. Great, that's a percussion section. So now here's your challenge. We're gonna play a short little chunk together, and I want you to see if you can listen for certain instruments. Maybe you found one through the listening where you're like, ooh, I really like the sound of the trumpet or the oboe, and see if you can try to hear it. So we're gonna play what we call a tutti section for you of the Mozart pieces. See if you can hear the different instruments of the orchestra. So those are the 4 sections of the orchestra. So now what we're gonna do for you is we're gonna play you a piece by Mozart and give you a chance to kind of identify. So something to think about might be in different periods of the piece, listen for maybe a different section. See if you can hear them and hear what they're doing. Are they the melody? Are they the harmony? What are they playing? next piece we're gonna play for you is beautiful, like a melody folk song, one we might think if we heard music from Appalachia, like Kentucky. So see if you can listen to some of these woodwind parts, because you've got a lot of the beautiful melodies are existed in the woodwind part of playing. How many of you play a musical instrument? Very cool. Do you practice every day? 15 minutes a day. 15 minutes a day is all I ask. Okay? Do it in the morning. You always get it. Hey, if you haven't played one, try one sometime. Borrow one from someone. Play one at school. See what it's like to play a musical instrument, be creative and be expressive. Because in math class, you can't really do that. You can't be like 2 + 2 is 7. Well, that's creative, but it's the wrong answer. Well, like in music, there is no wrong answer. You just got to play. So I encourage you all to get an instrument, any instrument, and just learn how to play a little bit of music. So we hope you enjoy this next piece. All right, you got recorders? It's time for Ignite.
Hi, everybody. It's so nice to see so many schools here. How many of you brought your recorders? I didn't get a chance to see. Oh, fantastic. Have you been practicing? Yeah, no, maybe. Okay. Well, I don't know if you've heard this whole entire piece yet, but you are about to. So listen for your part, okay? It's in there somewhere. And we are playing Simple Gifts all together. Take it away. Beautiful. Did you hear the part that you were going to sing? Did you hear the part that you were going to play on the recorder? Sorta, kinda, sorta? We are going to practice the second part, the simple part. Did anybody bring music, or are you all memorized? I brought my music too. So we're going to play the harmony part, which is a simple part, which I hope that this is what everybody's been working on. So I'm going to lead it. If you can see my fingers, that's a good thing. Okay, I'll stand right here. So we all start, sorry. We all start on the G, yeah? Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and. Sounded really, really good. Really good. Nice job. All right. So now we are going to be joined by Elena, who is going to play the melody on the recorder. Okay? So if you are singing, this is our chance to run through it. Okay? And I think I'll play the harmony part. If you guys want to join in, that's fine. If not, don't worry. We'll play together with the orchestra in just a moment. But here's the melody. I heard a lot of beautiful recorders playing melody. Nice job. So behind me is the Aspirante Youth Orchestra. A lot of these kids are in middle school and early high school. So if you're impressed with their work, let them know. This is really special that we all get to make music like this together, and don't hold back, okay? We're gonna play it twice through. We're gonna play it once. Everybody do your part. We're gonna stop and we're gonna do it again. Oh, before we jump in, I'm gonna let you know when we start because there's about 4 measures, it looks like, of introduction, okay? So they're gonna play, we're not. We're not gonna play and we're not gonna sing. It'll hopefully be really clear because you heard them the first time through, yeah? Okay, here we go. That was beautiful. Nice job. Let's do it again. Let's do it one more time. That was a really great run through. Let's go again. Here we go. Thank you so much. That was really special. Thank you. This is Bobby Rogers, our conductor. Thank you so much.
One more time? Just kidding. Hey, thank you all so much for coming out today. We hope to see you again at another event. We're gonna play one more piece for you by Bizet. So when he was a student at the Paris Conservatory of Music, his music composition professor, Charles Gounod, said, hey, we have a writing assignment. So he wrote a piece, and we're gonna play that for you. This was like his first symphony in C, but he only treated it as an assignment. He never gave it to anyone more than his teacher, and it wasn't until after he passed that historians found it and said, hey, this is a wonderful piece of work based on this nice motif. Da 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 dee dum da da dum. And then it made its way into the repertoire of music. So thank you again so much for coming and being a great audience. We're going to play one more, and then we'll be done today.